Hello everyone. So in this section of course we will be discussing what is behavior verification in Mockito. So here if you see, one of the primary benefit of mock object is once it gets created, it remembers all the operations performed on it. So friends, in our previous lecture we saw that when we create a mock object of our external dependency using Mockito provides certain capabilities to the mock object is that whatever method we call on that mock object, usually the mock object remembers all the interactions made on it. So friends, why behavior verification is important is that it helps us in verifying that certain mock method was called by system under test or not. So whenever system under test class calls a method on mock dependency, sometimes in our unit testing, it becomes a crucial step to verify that certain mock method was actually called or not. So how we can do behavior verification is, it is done by using verify method. So here for an example you can see, in verify method we pass in a mock dependency. Let's say here we are passing book repository, and then we provide that whether save method was called or not with the book instance which we actually want to save. So whenever unit tests execute this call, it simply let us know that book repository save method was called with a particular book. So here if you see, the verify method checks if a given method was called once and only once with the provided arguments. So when let's say in our previous lecture we saw an example of book service which was calling book repository to save a book, and there we saw that when we called add book method on book service class, it internally called book repository save method to basically save our book into the DB. So when we created the mock object, we need certain way to know that book repository save method was called with the book which was actually passed by system under test to book repository. So here when we use this verify, it simply checks that whether the save method was called once and only once with the provided book. So here the verify method uses the equals method to compare the arguments and verify that mock method was called with proper arguments. So friends, in our test, when we create a mock object, in whatever interaction we perform on the mock object, let's say our system under test calls a certain method on the mock object. So usually the mock object remembers all the operations performed on it, and when we do the verification at the end, it can tell us that book repository's save method was called with the provided book by using the equals method. So friends, in order to get more clarity that how verify method works, let's go to IntelliJ and see the actual demonstration of verify method and how it helps in doing behavior verification.